Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Bike Talk, Bike Lane. This is Bike Checks with Ed. I'm Ed. Today we have the 2020 Giant Talon Disc 3. So we did the 2. This is the 3, which is the entry-level version of the Talon 29er. So this is a full aluminum bike. All components, handlebar, stem, frame. Lowers on the fork, uppers on the fork are steel. Since we're at the fork, we're going to start at the fork. So this is 100 millimeters of travel, which is how much the uppers actually go into the lowers. You have a lockup. You have a preload on the left side. Excuse me. You have a 29-inch wheel with a 180 millimeter rotor up front, so you got lots of stopping power. The rim itself is the Giant GX03V, which is a double wall 7000 series aluminum rim, so it's a very strong rim. It's a loose ball bearing hub, still a strong hub. They give you Maxxis Icon tires, which are 29 by 2.2. They're a 65 max PSI tire. They have pretty small treads on them, so you can easily get away with riding these tires at full pressure on the street and easily commuting with it if you wanted to. There are soft ply tires, so it's not really recommended. On the cockpit here, you have a very wide handlebar. So this is about a 1/2 inch rise handlebar, which is 31 inches wide. A wide bar gives you a lot more control over your ride when you're doing a lot of aggressive riding. Technically, you do want your handlebars as wide as your shoulders. You don't want them any wider because then you're really going to be reaching out. I ride a really wide bar, wide shoulders, so it just feels a lot more comfortable, a lot more aggressive. Giant gives you a 60 mil stem, which is a short stem, relatively short stem. So a shorter stem brings your handlebars a little closer to you. And on a mountain bike, it just makes sense because around the geometry, a shorter stem is going to make your bike feel a lot more nimble, a lot more aggressive. You can control it a lot better. And that's really what you want when you want a mountain bike. You want to have full control. And we're going to go back to the brakes. So the up front, we have the 180 mil rotor. In the back, we have a 160 mil rotor. Up front, you got more of your stopping power. And that is led by Tetra hydraulic disc brakes. So these guys give you a smooth, consistent feel all the time, no cable. There are oil brakes, so they're very low maintenance, same systems like in your car, motorcycle, or whatnot. Very nice brakes on here. The back wheel is the same thing, the Giant GX03V. You have a cassette on the back. So here we have an 8-speed cassette with a 2-speed crank up front. So in the back they give you a 12-32 spread, which is a pretty big spread. And on the front they give you a 22-36. So the Talon 2 comes with a 9x2, which is, I believe, is like 22x28, so it's a very small chain ring up front. But this guy, to give you a bigger ring up front, so you have one less gear in the back, but you still have that big spread, so you can easily use this bike for climbing or for long distance commuting. If you need to really hustle, you can hustle on here, but you also have the really small 22 in the back and the really big 32 in the back here, and that's great for climbing. On here you have aluminum cranks, which are 175 millimeter. So this is a 29-inch bike with a really technically a smaller drivetrain, so it's going to be a little smoother, a little lighter to push around. But a 175 crank is a much longer crank than most traditional bikes come with. They come with a 170. This guy's 175, which is going to give you more rotation, so more of a push as you're coming back around. So that's a big plus. The 29-inch wheel kind of counters that, so it kind of evens out and makes it feel nice and smooth. Derailleurs. We have a Sarah derailleurs in the rear and the front. On the front is a clamp-on derailleur. Back is direct mount. Saddle. We have your traditional Giant saddle. I believe she's 160. Guys. Got to double check my saddle. So it's a 270 length with a 140 width. Not too much padding on here. It's mostly meant to be a little more aggressive and sleek looking. And this is the 2020 Giant Talon 3. If you guys want to take a look at it, we have it here in the shop, or stop by your local bike shop. Most important thing is when you guys are out there riding your bikes, by the way, stay safe, protect yourselves, and always wear your safety gear. If you guys like our videos, please like and subscribe. Big help. You can always check us out also on Instagram, Google, Yelp, Facebook. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.